The top five sources used by buyers across demographics are as following: free trials and accounts, product demos, user reviews, the vendor's own product website, and the vendor representative. Samantha, what's your kind of reaction to these sources and how kind of buyers are ranking them from a trust and influence perspective?
I think they're perfectly logical, right? I mean, I think you make sense. What are the things that I can touch and feel and see and learn? How are people who are using those solutions responding to it? Where I find buyers really start to dig in is they start to look at what's being said. So, what is the real scenario by which I've had? And so, in that context, I think user reviews are very, very helpful, and it helps inform what do I look for in the demo? What do I ask the salesperson? What should I be thinking about? Will this be important to us? Yes or no, right? Because there's a whole range of things that might be important to me at any point in time. No, it also doesn't surprise me that the least trustworthy place are ourselves. What I think the vendors who have a lot of strength do is they bring that objectivity to your site. So, for example, you talked about reviews, but it could be other things. It could be analyst reports. It could be hosting events where we have guest experts. It's having customers speak, telling their own story. So, I think the sites themselves in aggregate are probably the least trustworthy, but there are of pieces, if you package correctly, that are really valuable and make it easy for the buyer to find what they're looking for.
Absolutely. I mean, I often say this. It's like, especially for B2B tech. I mean, what person has ever come and bought your product without visiting your website? And when you think about a buying committee, okay, but as a company that buys from you, an account that buys from you, they've never been to your website. That'd be pretty unusual, I would say. So you do want to have a great website. You want to have as trusted a website as you can have. Now, people expect you to have a point of view because you believe in your product and you're selling it authentically because you think it's going to provide benefits. So that's fine. But they want, they do put a little screener on the information you have. So the more you can bring in, make me smarter type of information, like what you just said, Samantha, that really builds a story for them, builds a journey for them, builds an exploration for them on your own website. That's a great thing. I know for us at Tableau and other products that I've worked on, free trials, accounts, product demos, user reviews. I mean, those were like gold to us. Definitely gold. I mean, even in the early days when we were just a small company, the free trial was the thing. And we would talk about, getting people to somehow to experience Tableau. We had a thing called the Tableau experience. And in the early days, it was easy to get not easy, but users would try it. But as we scaled and companies scaled and bigger enterprises, it's less likely that a VP of IT or even a head of some group is not going to try it. So how do we give them the experience of what it's going to be like to use? And so it's the product demos, it's stratifying user reviews and comments by the type of persona so that you can recognize yourself when you visit those websites. Oh, I'm a marketer at a mid-sized company. What do other marketers at mid-sized companies think about this product? That kind of thing. So I find all of those things just the most powerful elements in your arsenal, but then to strategically aim people at the pieces, the use cases, the personas that are most relevant to the visitors you're seeing is super important, because then they'll find themselves, they'll find themselves and say, oh, okay, I get it. I get the experience. I've touched it. I've tasted it, and it's for me. I get how it's for me. I think that's a really important part of all of these influential trusted sources, is making sure that you're delivering it to the persona and the use case that's coming in through the door.